Okay, I'm awake. Your Highness, what are you doing here? Apologies, I was taught better. How may I be of assistance, Your Highness? But Your Highness, it is improper for me to stand up and meet your eyes. Your Highness, even if you are an old friend, you are still my queen. I cannot disobey your orders if that is what you're hinting. If it is your order that I speak to you like an old friend this evening, then I cannot disobey you. I have been better. We are stretched thin, as you can see. I'm being stationed further and further from the castle walls. The king's, your husband's trusted men are few and far between. The war has not been kind to him. What about you, my lady? How have you been? I've always called you my lady, ever since we were children. Do you not remember? That you did. What were your exact words? I will be queen, and I shall have all the fruits, the tarts, and the cakes. And you, as you pointed to me, eyes full of conviction, you will obey me and do everything I ask of you, and I shall make you carry me everywhere, and you will be my knight, and you will refer to me as my lady. Apologies, Your Highness, that was said in jest. You ought not to joke as such. I fear for my life the second a frown crossed your face. For such a small girl, you had ambitions bigger, taller, higher than everyone else. That it did. By the gods, a little fruit fly became a queen. My lady, you ordered me to speak to you as an old friend. It is what the old friend used to call you, is it not? I still recall the origins of that name as if it was just yesterday. It was this one summer's day during the harvest festival. We were 13, 14, and your father took us to the market, and for reasons unbeknownst to me, you went to each stall and bought a single fruit. But it was always the sweet ones, dates, apples, bananas. The list went on. Then we sat down at the nearby benches to watch the dancers. You proceeded to snack on your fruits, but it was the way you took a bite, this teeny tiny bite, and passed the fruit to me and your father to finish. It was so bizarre. We called you a fruit fly. You do not have to hide your red face. It was adorable, and I was fed. I was not going to complain about being fed. Oh, my lady, I know you haven't stopped. You need not lie to me. I've been in the castle kitchen, you know. I had to speak to your kitchen staff to ensure the fruits were given away. They were baffled with what they saw. Of course not. I did not dare tell them about that nickname. That's reserved for your father and I. Which reminds me, how is your father, my lady? The look on your face it's not, is it? My condolences. I do not recall the last time I visited your father. Counting 3 summers ago, perhaps. Hard to tell. My lady, please. I am not making excuses. No, not at all. I'm not calling you a liar. I wouldn't dare even think of that. Please, my lady, if you do recall what happened 3 summers ago, then must we bring it up? Please, my lady, it's in the past. Yes, of course, I remember 3 summers ago. My lady, must you embarrass me? One of these days, I will be able to say no to you. Yes, but today's not the day. 3 summers ago, 3 summers ago. When I left home, I signed up for the army, and that is all that needs to be said. 3 summers ago. Your facial expressions and your pouting is as effective as I can remember. Look, I left because I needed to grow up. You were starting a new life, marriage announcement to the king. I thought I ought to start my life as well. I do. I remember my last words to you before I left. A lot of words were said that day. I remember bearing my heart to you. I offered a farm, animals we can look after, and even your own fruit trees we could tend to. What a silly child, thinking that was good enough for you. Look at you now, a queen, a kingdom under her. You did not have to answer. The wedding announcement was sufficient. It's neither here nor there if you did not want to get married to the king. I did not blame you for it. It has always been a dream. I know you had no choice in the matter. That's why I was unable to visit your father. I appreciate that he did it to protect your future. However, I held resentment and I was too childish to overcome them. May your father forgive me, my lady. He thought of me as a son, but in his eyes, I was not good enough for you. However, the past is the past. May you rest in peace. That's enough about me. How are you, my lady? You visited an old friend. From the west, the old ruins. My lady, that's very dangerous, especially with such minimal entourage. You traveled light to avoid suspicion. My lady, I would not care if it was not you. For what reason are you traveling this light? Does the king know? My lady, that's dangerous. Allow me to send a message to my men. I cannot allow you to return with this limited entourage. My lady, why must the king be left in the dark? Please tell me if you're in danger. A doctor? You visit a doctor? My lady, your health, are you? Apologies, I am simply thinking of your well-being. If it isn't your health, then what is it? You're pregnant. With the king's child? Of course, with apologies, that was a really stupid question. I am so happy for you. I seem to have lost my ability to speak. Something in my throat, perhaps. It's not the king's, but mine. But how's it my Child, oh, that night we spent together. But we took steps and ensured nothing of this sort happened. My lady, I am beyond ecstatic and amazed at this miracle, but it's. I know I should be celebrating and enjoying this moment with you, but my lady, individuals have been hanged for less. I do not care what happens to me. I largely care what will happen to you and the child. Our child. My offer, what? Oh. Do you mean the farm, the animals, and your own fruit trees? That offer? I can picture it, the scene in my head. Little one running around, you and I sitting under one of your fruit trees. I simply wish to whisk you away. To the far east there are these beautiful mountains. I heard you can grow all sorts of trees there. I heard they have the most beautiful sunsets. Mountain tops piercing the setting sun. My lady, if we run away, we will be raising a child in constant fear of the king's men. I cannot and will not allow you to live like that. My lady, the king is persistent and is revenge driven. He will chase us till the ends of the earth. My lady, please, you're making this utterly difficult. I love you more than seeing the sunrise on the morrow. I simply want to be with you. As God is my witness, I wanted you to choose me that day, 3 summers ago. My lady, please, your words pain me. Hearing you say you choose me after all this time. Please, you're making it utterly difficult for me to let you go. If I don't let you go, we will be barely living alive, constantly moving, constant in fear. Is this what you want life to be? Is the idea of being with me enough to drop everything and live that life? You are not meant to say yes, my lady, please. My gods, you make my heart yearn for your love like it did 3 summers ago. Look at me, is this what you truly want? Then, who's there? No. My lady, go back with your entourage and go back to the castle. Prepare everything that you need. We must move quickly. Okay. Wait. Before we part ways, may I touch your bum? Hey, little one. This is the first time you're meeting me. I want to apologize in advance for what your life may end up being. I want you to know if your mother's ever hard on you, she's doing out of love. Look at her, sacrificing everything so that we can be a family. Remember that. Always. Thank you, my lady. I'll grab a horse and chase him down if anything happens. Please, if anything happens, I love you with all my heart.